This I did not see it happening. Ibhetshu Likazulu facing immense pressure, especially for being used by ZANU-PF, and quite a number of details emerging publicly, being dumped by the advocate who was supposed to handle the case. Professor Jonathan Moyo being exposed left, right, and center, and trying to defend himself. Ibhetshu Likazulu finding itself at the center of ZANU-PF's Amendment Bill number 3 of 2026. It has since decided to withdraw its case from the Constitutional Court. Guess what? I did not expect this one. They pulled a shocker indeed. Now, what does this mean for the regime of Emmerson Mnangagwa? And what does this also mean for Amendment Bill number 3 of 2026, and also the power of social media? Because it is social media which has been playing a massive role on this. Now, Emmerson Mnangagwa being actually shown, this by the members of the public. Is there a future to 2030 term extension or Amendment Bill number 3 of 2026? We will wait to see. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hloniphani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. I can actually confirm that just few minutes ago, Ibhetshu Likazulu have released this statement, confirming the withdrawal of their case. It's written press statement 9 March 2026, fresh news from Hloniphani Global News. It says Ibhetshu Likazulu statement on the withdrawal of court case. It goes on to say Ibhetshu Likazulu would like to inform its stakeholders and the public of its decision to withdraw with immediate effect its court case that challenges the 2030 agenda that has subsequently been set as a constitutional amendment number 3. It is a difficult decision we had to take following advice from some of our stakeholders concerned in the light of unrelenting smear campaign to soil the reputation of the organization and myself as its Secretary General in particular. It goes on to say this termination of the court route does not in any way mean that as Ibhetshu Likazulu we are abandoning our strong opposition to 2030 agenda and its mutilation of the Constitution. We continue the fight by other means together with other Constitution defenders who have made a stand against, among other things, the extension of President Mnangagwa's term beyond 2028. In that regard, we support colleagues who have also taken the matter to the court, especially those represented by Professor Lovemore Madugu. It is unfortunate but expected that this struggle for constitutionalism has turned ugly and hazardous. Our genuine court application has been subverted through vicious propaganda by negative forces bent on showing division, mistrust, and suspicion within and among our members and the general public. We reiterate our position that both at individual level and as an organization, we have neither engaged nor received any support from the regime enablers in the past or present. May I therefore take this opportunity to thank all those whose faith in our work remained unshaken despite the barrage of false accusations, with some such outrageous allegations coming from those we had all long perceived progressive elements within the broad democratic struggle. Our sincere gratitude to our attorney, Mr. Ngobani Sitole, who has stood with Ibhetshu Likazulu in good and difficult times alike. A special mention to Samgeli Sochuma and Tandegile Moyo, as well as all who supported us. As Ibhetshu Likazulu, we continue to draw lessons from all experiences, good and bad. At no time did we ever had an illusion that this struggle would be easy, but we shall soldier on and remain focused. Nothing and absolutely nothing can change our set goals and the right for justice and the upholding of the rule of law and respect of human rights in Zimbabwe. The setbacks we suffer do not discourage us, but they strengthen our resolve and commitment to our goals. So, Mbuso Fuzwayo in the statement maintaining that those who accused them of actually working with the regime, this was a smear campaign, but looking at even the lawyers that participated to make this draft, I think there are many questions that arises. I think it wasn't a smear campaign. It was a serious concern. Firstly, the case was prematurely filed. Now also looking at the audio that was released of Professor Jonathan Moyo, giving an advice that Ibhetshu Likazulu has been identified and would be used as an organization that opposed 2030 term extension. And also, I mean, there is a lot. Even Professor Jonathan Moyo at one point seemingly conceding, but in an effort to defend himself, we've seen lies surrounding this particular matter, but it's a blow in the face of Emmerson Mnangagwa, and for those who are actually supporting the 2030 term extension, this gives renewed hope that it is possible to thwart the regime. Look at what social media has done. The pressure that was piled through social media has led to Ibhetshu Likazulu to actually shelve the matter. By the way, I think it was going to be difficult even if they progressed with the matter, because most of the lawyer who was an advocate dumped them. He was actually demanding more money than what they have been given. Yes, they are actually citing their own side of the story, but it is also equally true that we should interrogate all actual sides, particularly at this matter. It's a blow for Professor Jonathan Moyo, and I must attest to you that it is also equally a blow also to Emmerson Mnangagwa, because we understand what this case meant to them. Now, will they use only the case of Kambakwe? We will wait to see, but Professor Jonathan Moyo advised them to use someone credible, almost who will appear credible to the people of Zimbabwe. Ibhetshu Likazulu have just thrown an egg in the face of Emmerson Mnangagwa, withdrew from participation. I wonder now what happens to those who funded the case and who invested heavily in the case. Is it Blessed Geza also fighting from his grave? It appears his revolution doesn't want any disturbance at this moment. But Ibhetshu Likazulu maintaining that they are actually innocent in all these matters, and people are just picking them up. They are innocent. There was no bad intention. Their sole purpose was to fight against the 2030 agenda. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So Mnangagwa is signing out. Let me love and leave you. Meet on the other side of the live broadcast.